No. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Welcome to our
Whatever this
day
is.
here. It's raining hard and the drought is over.
Okay, because the rain is so hard.
Just make sure to get your raft out.
Good, Sparky, drought is over. Yeah.
So we're talking about
trying
to communicate like human beings here.
Yes.
And instead of getting upset, and some people can't take constructive criticism, or they don't like it when people ask them to do something their way, or to make things better when you're living in a close quarters with each other.
Yes.
And
so we need a house meeting, room
for
meeting.
example, when I asked my friend to pick up the tissues off the floor, I tried to do it nicely, but I met with resistance, and the more that I resisted, the more she resisted. And it reminded me of this story about Hercules meeting the devil, or the demon, and it also reminded me about what it was said in the Bible about Christ, I believe.
Okay, Sparky asks, what is it?
And it is, resist ye not evil. And the more that Hercules in the story resisted this demon, the stronger the demon got.
Oh, but say that again, please.
The more Hercules resisted the demon, the stronger the demon got.
Okay.
And finally, Hercules realized he had to not resist the demon, like Christ said. Resist ye not evil, and he didn't fight the demon anymore. The next encounter, he just defended himself from the demon and didn't resist the demon. But he did defend himself, but he didn't resist the demon. And the demon shrank way down to this little tiny thing like that, and just walked right around him and down there and went on their way.
And don't step on the bugs.
And the more that we resist each other, that brings out the darkness. And the more that we can interlock our circles, like in the Olympic game symbols, the more we can create more Vesica Pisces and thus reach our Christ consciousness. And there's the sacred geometry of all that, as expressed in this circular inner connection of the Olympic rings. Resisting not evil.
So if we don't resist, what's the alternative way? You said what's the good way to communicate?
Don't resist everybody when they communicate with you. Just try to be yourself, stand in the middle.
Yeah.
Here's one
don't fight back.
Okay,
because we live in a world of duality.
Yes.
It's a polarity thing.
The good exists alongside with the bad, and there's opposition in everything. You cannot define hot without cold. It's all relativity. It's quantum physics relativity, based upon the relationship of the opposites.
Up and down, in and out.
So whenever you have a bad thought, you also have a good thought. Whenever you want something, you also have the fear of not getting that thing. And so if you resist it, you give it energy, and it comes into your reality. Because you are the reason you attracted it in the first place is because you are co-creating it. It's the law of physics. And I have one last thing to say about that.
What?
Well, this is what I have to say.
Okay.
You want to hear what Spark has to say?
Yeah, sure.
Spark has to say. That's what he has to say.
Okay, thank you.
I have one last thing to say too.
Alright, one more last thing.
It's the very last thing.
Okay.
Don't pick your nose in public.
Unless there's enough to go around for everybody.
Abundance of the
right?